So after that legendary run in that old gaming sphere, you guys, well, you transitioned to basically an esports, marketing platform, working with some of the
Yeah.
biggest names, Microsoft, what was it, Bud Light, and a few others. So, from a marketing perspective, what have you learned that helps you shape the way you approach projects today? What have you learned from those experiences that kind of helps you in, navigating this new aged marketing?
Community is a huge piece. And then really leveraging technology, either existing technology in new ways or new technologies to entertain, bring value, delight in like not with novel experiences. Um, and for me, esports, I guess, was the beginnings of this. It was came from the community. It was a community-led initiative that sort of blew up. And there was also an immediacy or a very, I don't know if you call it tactile connection with the audiences because we did a lot of live shows. We would do consumer facing events and we would do live Twitch live streams and we would have, competitors and the host and commentators and the desk and jibs and cameras and backstage and green rooms and we would sort of organize the production, from top to bottom. And I think that I'm very people orientated, so I really like being in amongst the audience, right, and the consumer, and connecting and engaging and talking with them and getting that feedback. Um, and so that, as we know, with Web3, it's such strong, passionate communities. I mean, it moves very quickly. Um, but again, here we are, outside in, embracing brand new technologies, doing brand new things, creating new experiences and things we just couldn't do before. And it's all very much from a community aspect. And so I think that there's that connection and I am quite a people person. So I think that's all where it all ties in for me and resonates. And perhaps I think, esports prepared me. It was how I was introduced to platforms like Discord. Um, and this sort of the idea of the creator economy, and then with the creator economy, the tipping and the sharing and endorsing and patrons, and so which is if I look at Web3 and the sort of community participation, right, and no longer needing traditional routes of financing and being able to open up what you're doing, share with your community, with the wider network, who can then all perhaps have more of a say on the governance side, or participate more in the journey and share in the value, and that sort of redistribution of value flow. I think is fascinating and very empowering, and so esports in a way was sort of the beginnings of that. Maybe it was sort of preparing me, not that I knew at the time, but to find myself being fascinated with Web3 and crypto and blockchain and the sharing economy.